We are live.
Okay, so.
Okay, so. The things that people miss in the background. We should like film the first 30 minutes just anyway.
Hi, KT Spirit One.
Was my favorite part. So, welcome everybody to another edition of VIDLIFT, where we take someone's peer review. I do this for a profession. Where we take a video from one of our peers, which they submit, and we review it as a group, and then we'll watch it again and have a little round table discussion, and then we do that again. That's what we're going to do today. If you were interested in submitting a video, the information will be down below for a little while. How you guys doing? Did you have a good week? You're just nodding. You're all muted. I just got back from Cancun, Mexico, because I was asked a couple different live shows. Where was I going? I was waiting till I got back, so I didn't have to announce, hey, his house is wide open. Go use his pool. All right, who we got here? We are going to watch, believe it or not, this is a special episode. Two of us knuckleheads have decided to go ahead and do our videos this week. So please submit a video or we'll punish you with that again. Speaking of punishing, Scott, are you ready for this?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. Y'all, I'm Scott from McGuires on Tires, and tonight there's going to be proof that I have actually made new content. It's going to come out. You're going to see an unlisted video tonight. It's going to come out in a few weeks, but we are on the road. We're super excited to be on the road. We are actually right now in Delaware at a state park camping for a few days. And we've been gone for a week or two, and we've got another week or two on the road, and we're having a blast.
Steve, are you excited about seeing a video from that guy?
I'm really excited. I get a chance to review videos by you and Scott. And I just find it awesome. I think it's going to be fun, and we're going to have a good time. There's some really good candidates here, and you know, we can pick that apart. A lot of discussion points. I think it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
Do you have anything interesting to say about this, sir?
Oh, do I have anything?
Dave. No, I think he was looking at me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. That's all right. I'm new here. We're a new channel. I'm Dave from Kansas Family Camping. We are live from Kansas in a state park. And I am super excited to review a video of Scott McGuire has made, because I didn't know he made videos. I just thought he does live streams. So,
Master has requested dinner. Master has received food.
oh, thank you so much.
Oh my God, look at that silly man back there.
Is he delivering my tiny hands?
Oh,
where are
my
my tiny hands?
You can't get a smile. You can't get a better,
Is that McGuire?
better grin or
Where
smile
am I?
out of
Yeah,
you.
bro, I emailed you. They came back again. Hey, why don't you give me an address that works? And I probably wouldn't get them back. No, I seriously don't know why they came back. I just got them yesterday. I emailed you. I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Everybody, that's Kyle from K&R Destinations. They are the funnest channel to make fun of.
But they don't know how to use the postal system. That's the problem.
No, the postal system doesn't like me anymore.
Hi, Ryan.
And Ryan.
Is the postal system still a thing?
I really question it whenever I get back a package for the third time that I've been trying to send to them for like the last. And the best part is that it takes them 6 months to get it back to me. I don't understand.
My favorite part is you came up with that story and everybody's going to believe you.
I'm telling you.
I was good with it right up until the 6 month part.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit of an exaggerator.
But look at this.
Yeah.
Look at this.
That's
well,
awesome.
let me tell you something. This tells you about who rates higher here, because I had to bring them to them. He was like, look, I can't come over there right now. I got to meet with my bros.
Hey, I bought my own butt to make for dinner.
His own pork butt?
I guess he had to
Pork
buy
butt.
his own butt because, we served up his in Texas, so
Right.
Yeah,
he didn't have it anymore. He had to go buy another one.
But I had to come get my food.
Well, that's because you guys lived in our spot the whole weekend.
Why would I go anywhere else? You cook too good.
I'm totally
All
crashing.
right, I'm Donovan from RV on the Wayside.
Love you guys.
Love you. We have a show to do, I suppose. So here's what's special about today, extra special. We're actually going to show you guys a video that hasn't even been released yet
We got a whole section
by McGuires on Tires. So let's cue that up and let's see what we got to play with. Oh boy, here we go.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye.
Who's that?
Lake Watery State Park.
You have to call them like 13 months in advance, babe.
I know, which is why I completely thought they were going to laugh at me when I called just now to ask if they had any openings. But guess what? They had openings for today. So we've got to go get Sophie. We've got to go grab her from camp in like 5 minutes. We have to leave. Made us some sandwiches for the road, and then we'll come back, get the RV, and go to Lake Watery State Park.
Are you excited?
Very excited and totally shocked that we have a spot to go to.
Right? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I wish I had the world to give you, baby. I don't even have the time to tell you bedtime stories or to chase away.
Do you want me to program our destination on your phone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, we're all set.
All right. What do you think, Steve?
Well, I watched it a bunch of times, and I was first to comment, which I thought was was an awesome honor, and I loved it. You know, there's, and I don't want I don't want Scott's head to blow up, but I'm telling you, I think that's probably the best campground adventure video I've ever seen. And I say that because you sold the campground as a fun place to be through your family, and you didn't just show the campground. You've got the emotions, the laughter, the connection, your daughters, and I'm going through the whole video, so I apologize, but it's really, really good. I mean, I'm serious. It was, I know you put a lot of work into it, and I think it was an awesome video. Now, you could pick it apart and say, you know, you could do that and you could do that, and I've got a couple things, but I really, it's like the thing that you want to do. You want to sell the adventure, that it's an emotional thing for someone to want to go there. It's almost like you're selling the state park. So I don't know. I thought you sold it. So I thought that was great. I'll leave the rest of my comments for, I don't know. You going to comment on your own video? Anyway, I want to talk about the hook a little bit later, but we'll do that in the roundtable.
So we'll Scott and I'll do last on our videos. We'll both go last.
Sure. Sure.
I don't know. I was going to have David go next, but you know, just for a second though, while he finishes chewing. Oh, David, are you ready?
He trying to eat.
Hey, that was a great video. I've been on the road for a few days, so honestly, I just saw that for the first time, the same as all the viewers. So, yeah, that was my first time watching it. I was really impressed. I love the concept. The way that y'all filmed and talked and then put your B-roll over the top, amazing. That was great. I can't wait to watch the whole video, honestly. I'm excited for that. There was just one thing that stuck out to me really much, a lot. And all I can say is, do you know what this is, Scott? I feel bad. You're my friend, Scott. I feel bad saying stuff like that. But no, I did notice in each one of your B-roll shots, it seemed to be tilted a little bit. Not really sure what happened. I'm sure, you know what? You'll probably fire it back at me someday at one of my videos. You'll probably come comment on one of my videos and be like, gee, Dave, you ever heard of a level? Really, that's all I had. I mean, seriously, that was awesome. I love the concept. I love the new way that you played with that. And I really do look forward to your video now because of that beginning. You've been studying hard on how to make a great video. I'm sorry. You've been reading the book on how to make videos that suck. I'm so confused. Anyway, I'll turn it over to the next person. Donovan.
All right, there it is. Okay. So, first of all, I can't wait for roundtable because I want to combat what you said, David. So I'll get to that in a minute. And I love the fact that the two guys in the basement or the bottom here, both are outside. So if you see them swatting at the air, no, they're not really crazy people. Well, I mean, they are, but they're doing other things too. So loved the fact that you used that sequence of Chloe walking to the car and then cutting in the car and her coming in the car. My favorite moment of any video I've seen in a long time. Seriously, I hate making nice things to Scott. It's so hard, but I'm just going to have to suffer because it was too good. Yeah, I know it's going to happen. But that scene, I was just like, here's what happened. I even wrote this down. As soon as you cut it and she was coming in the car, like it was all one shot the whole time, I screamed, yes. And all of a sudden Jody come running into the office and goes, what's going on? What's happening? And I'm like, oh, sorry. Nothing. I loved it that much. The other thing I absolutely loved was you giving us previews of the campground in the L cut of your wife telling the story and you guys having amazing interaction. The only thing with the interaction that bothered me just the tiniest little bit was you double played the, I can't believe we got in this campground. You said it twice, but it's okay because the interaction made it work. The way you guys bounced back and forth was awesome. So that's all I got for this. What do you think, Scott?
Man, thank y'all. I really appreciate y'all watching this for me. As they were saying, this is an unlisted video. It's going to come out in a few weeks, and I love getting the feedback so we know as we're trying some new things. We're experimenting with some things in our videos, and Donovan always talks about don't say the thing over and over, but that was one of the hooks. And it actually comes up 2 or 3 more times in the video, I think. And so it was intentional, but you've got a good point because it happened like right back to back. And that could feel condescending, couldn't it? Dave, you're exactly right. I didn't know that it was noticeable that it wasn't level, but I have recently added an extra piece for my microphone, and it's put the balance off on my gimbal. And I've not readjusted. So now that you've told me, I know I need to go back and readjust my gimbal for the extra piece. And you wouldn't think, I mean, it's not a big piece, but it's just enough to put the balance off just a little bit. And that clip with Chloe walking out to the car, y'all, when we play this back, watch it. Chloe's walking out to the car, and then we immediately cut inside the car and you see her getting in. Those little things, we actually had to plan those things out. We're going to do, and we've talked about that on this show. How much do you plan out and how much do you just take what happens to occur? This was very much planned out the whole video. And we had to do a lot of extra work on the front end. But when it came to the time editing, I was able to spend that time working. I worked a lot on audio on this one. And there are some spots later in the video where I really struggled with audio because you guys know if you're driving in the car, you got to get all that road noise out. But as soon as you take it all out, you sound like you're talking in a tin can. So there's some of that. And if you take a conversation that happened at this point in time, and then now you're on a different interstate or you're on a bridge or something, you've got different levels you've got to mess with. I spent hours and hours and hours on the audio of this one. But one thing we were talking about before we came live just a few minutes ago was people will click off of a YouTube video faster due to bad sound than they will bad video. So I spent a ton of time editing the sound. And then when we got in here talking right before the show, Dave said, well, you just need to spend more money on a better microphone. So now I know I just need a better microphone. But you either put the time in the post, in the editing, or you put the money in for the gear. That's just how it comes out. But hopefully what you're seeing, if I were critiquing this video, I would say clearly this channel is trying something different. They're experimenting. They're trying some new things. For me, I like it. I like what we've done. But on the editing end, it was a ton of work to get. I mean, if y'all can, I guess the link will be in eventually. Y'all can go in and see the video, but the whole video is that way. Lots of experimental stuff in there.
Okay. I'm so glad you gave us time for the roundtable part too. And by the way, KT Spirit One, those are not fake palm trees. Those are photos of real palm trees. I didn't fake it. I was there. I swam in that blue water. So it's okay. You keep making fun of me. I know it's your parrot making fun of me anyway. So
because you're not there now.
That's true. And yes, I did get a little tan while I was gone. Thank you, Marshall from Mellow Nomadic Adventures. Hey, you know what we got to do? Let's watch it again.
Okay. Thank you so much. Bye.
Who's that?
Lake Watery State Park.
You have to call them like 13 months in advance, babe.
I know, which is why I completely thought they were going to laugh at me when I called just now to ask if they had any openings. But guess what? They had openings for today. So we've got to go get Sophie. We got to go grab her from camp in like 5 minutes. We have to leave. Made us some sandwiches for the road, and then we'll come back, get the RV, and go to Lake Watery State Park.
Are you excited?
Very excited, and totally shocked that we have a spot to go to.
Right? That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I wish I had the world to give you, baby. I don't even have the time to tell you bedtime stories or to chase away.
Do you want me to program our destination on your phone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right, we're all set.
Scott, when did you get a drone?
Dude, we got to meet this awesome family right next to us. And the dad in the family, the husband in the family, works for his local sheriff's department. And part of what he does as a sheriff's deputy is makes promo videos for his department. And he said, hey, I'll make some videos for you while I'm here if you want. We keep running into people that are kind enough to share.
Nice.
For those of you watching, 10 seconds after we cut this off, you could have a happy tear. I'm just going to tell you right now. So when this video releases, I will change the description to the actual video so that you can actually see it from there. In case you haven't hit the notification bell at McGuires on Tires, and you should have done that already. I'm just saying. But I'm telling you right now, it is a great moment. So I'm not going to say anything because that's enough to make you want to go see it. I guarantee it.
I was curious about how you had that drone shot when the 4 of you were walking through the woods and there was no one controlling a drone. I was like, how do you do that? And I don't know anything about drones. I thought, well, maybe he had programmed or something. I don't know.
No, we've had multiple times now where we've needed drone footage or just come across somebody and people have been kind enough to share. And like I've said before, if the drone is just a novelty, leave it out. If it's so like for me, I could take it or leave it. He happened to be there and we were able to put it in. And like later on, we were hiking. Yeah, it was hiking with us. And then of course you get the shots of the campground going over the lake, but
I thought it was appropriate. I didn't think it was drone footage just to have drone footage. I thought it was appropriate.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I said this earlier about the hook, and maybe you want to play around with it. I don't know. But when she said, who was that babe? And she said, you have to call them 13 months in advance. I'd have cut it off there and went to the park. Just because, you don't really know, and you're going to the park. I don't know. You could play around with it, see how you feel about it, and then pick it back up. with.
I feel like that adds to the story, though.
Huh?
That kind of adds to the story. That gives you a bit of a story of the dramatic,
I just thought for a hook is a little long. I mean, it does. It all plays out. It's good. Don't get me wrong.
That's kind of tough, isn't it? Dave has been talking about this too. As you get into travel vlogging, you've got the thing that you're selling, and you've got the story that you're telling, and you've got to interweave the two. And you don't want too much of one and not enough of the other. We've made mistakes on both ends, but that's a great point, Steve.
Well, and what's going on with your ear?
Oh, in the Carrie says that when I'm trying to be casual, I either hit my ear or my arm. I walk up, hey, yeah, that's me being casual.
I thought it was
okay.
good.
So I'm going to move on from casual.
Okay.
So last week, or last time I was on, which was 2 weeks ago, we talked about the dissolve, using the transition too much. You were doing your transitions as future events, and I thought the dissolve was perfect use of that, even though you used it like 6 times, I think it was. However, the angle of your camera on those scenes, I thought was good. I almost would have gave it a slightly more tilt, if anything, because it felt like we're going to go over here. Oh, now we're over here. And it felt like we were traveling in your premonition of what we were about to see. So not everything needs to be level, I don't think. I think it's fun, but if you're going to skew, don't skew a tiny bit, skew. You know what I mean?
That's a good
point. I messed up. I purposely skew mine. I do.
And if I didn't skew one, just know that was an accident.
Yeah, I do.
And the music, the timing of your dissolve was so good. And the L cut was just so good, where she's still talking and she comes back to the RV, still talking with your conversation. So good. And the one thing I did mention in a text to you was this watching the whole thing. This is the kind of video that I would say I'm subscribing and I'm going to watch as like one of the mega channels I'll watch regularly, right? Even if we've missed a couple, we go back and we watch them in order because we just love the way they tell their story. That's what I saw here. Spot on. That's exactly what I enjoyed the heck out of it.
Y'all were teasing me, but I have been studying like crazy and I'm really working hard to change our videos.
That hard work.
It's a lot of
paid
work,
off,
though.
man.
It's a lot of work, right? And
I don't know what to say, man. It was really good.
Oh, I had a point. I looked down my notes. I had a point. Later on in the video, you and your wife are together and you're having like a special moment and you're talking about the children and you show the video of them holding hands. I thought that was great. It's emotional. You can, it's a feeling that you get from that video and the music plays along, all that. But I go back and look at your timing just a little bit, because 2 times you said we have great kids, but you weren't really showing them walking, holding hands at that time. And I thought at the time that you say that, maybe if you, move that around a little bit, it might give a better impact. Just something to look at. But, and I love the ending. Perfect. Outros. I thought you did it just the way you should do it.
That's something I've been playing with too, because when you come to a video, you come to a point and it says, all right, thanks for joining. You're done with the video. You're not going to watch it. So we just finished the video and we're done.
Yep. I've been looking at analytics. I've been toying around with it myself. I'm still working on it, but yeah, there's at some point it's like, and everybody leaves and you're losing, 10% of your retention right there because everybody leaves.
If y'all go back and watch season 1 of Less Junk, More Journey, they don't do anything at the end. There's no end cards, none of that. And I caught that. I figured that out when I put them on and let them play one day while I was doing other stuff. And And all of a sudden I realized that they were somewhere else that was different from the video. And then I started paying more attention and realized that that first season, they didn't do that at all. And it just caused the videos just to roll over right into the next one. And you don't even realize it ended to go over there and stop it to go watch something else.
Right. That is so true.
That's an
And
interesting thought.
all the best practices say that you need an intro and an outro and all of these things, but I don't know. I think everybody's catching on to it.
Maybe they're all just trying to tell us what not to do so that they can keep the competition light.
I say make good videos, tell a good story, and life will take you wherever you need to go.
Well, and that's a personal thing. You put it out, you want to feel good about it and go, oh yeah, I put a lot of effort in that. Now the killer is when you put all that effort into it and you go, man, it didn't go like I thought it would. But it just depends. How many people want to go to Watery? Obviously, it seems like a bunch because you gotta reserve it 13 months out. So I think it'll be a good video. It'll do well. But don't
I
hold
think
me
it
to it.
started something really fresh and new for you guys. I'm loving it. I'm excited.
I think they've done a lot of good things. I like it.
I think that
I'm done complimenting him, so I'm just
Well, I'll
I'm
compliment.
done with it.
I think that they've scripted out their Monday night live streams, and I think that shows really that's become practice. So then they've put the same amount of effort from their live streams into their actual video that they're making now. They've had the practice, so now they're ready to hit the ground running.
Even if you don't want to do scripts, and I'm a fan of doing them when you've got a complex video, but even if you don't want to do them, do an outline. Get a plan together so you have a way to make sure your story comes across the way you intended for it to. That's you can get by with an outline, but you got to have something. If you're always willy-nilly and just piecing it together to make it look good, it's tough to get a good storyline out of that. So I think I think it's important to have a plan if the story is the most important part of that video. You should have a plan.
I was listening to some folks recently that were talking about your content. I forget what their word was, but what they specifically meant was your video, your title, and your thumbnail. That was what they were putting together to make their big stuff. And they start with the thumbnail. And once they've got the thumbnail, then they come up with the title they're going to use, and then they plan out the video. And there have been some great ideas that they were talking about that some big channels have come up with, that if they've got the title and they've got the concept, but they can't get the thumbnail nailed down, they don't make the video at all. Because no matter how much time you spend on the video, if the thumbnail's no good, nobody's going to click on it. So they get the thumbnail nailed down, and if they can't, they don't proceed.
I guess that gives you the strongest SEO with the strongest trending things that are going on. I mean, because you're focused on that. If that's your focus, right? That makes good sense. If your focus is to tell your story to the people that are already following you and not grabbing new people, I mean, because that sounds like the way to grab new people.
Well, I'm trying, to add to that, I'm trying something with tags because, for every video that you do, there's certain tags that people are searching for. And I've said this before, if you're making videos and nobody's searching for them, you're not going to get any traffic. I mean, you might eventually, if it's an evergreen video, it'll be out there. People will go and they'll look at it. But I've been looking at tags, and I try to script the tags into what I'm saying so that, if I'm talking about a particular thing, I not only want to say it, I want to put it in the description, I want to put it in the tags, but I also want to say those words. And sometimes, when we talk, we don't specifically say those certain words out loud. I mean, we sort of shorten them and say them differently. But if it's not the way people are searching for it, maybe YouTube doesn't recognize it, or excuse me, the algorithm doesn't recognize it as those tag words.
Well, and like Scott said, if they did the thumbnail first and then if they do it in that order, then what words you need to say when you do your thing.
Sure.
So
Yeah,
planning.
absolutely.
We need to watch this Yahoo. You guys ready?
Oh no. Oh no.
Here we go. Oh boy. If you have kids in the room, just know that it's not. It just sounds creepy, but you'll get by.
Stay tuned for the best way to avoid mosquitoes. Did you know that mosquitoes are the deadliest animal in the world because of the diseases they can transmit? And only female mosquitoes bite. Ouch! Dirty girl.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna prove it tonight. Why you're so salty? I'll still take a bite.
Okay, you can take my Lambo.
Let's learn about the sordid mosquito. Hello, everybody. I've invited and enlarged a very special guest, Miss Lady Mosquito.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna
Thank you so much for having me. I'm famished.
I'll still take a bite.
It's all you, Scott. It's all you, David. I don't even want to talk.
Are you embarrassed?
I shouldn't have picked that one.
Hey, man. I feel when you're going to go for something funny, sacrifice yourself. That's always been my opinion. If anybody's seen my videos of going to the grocery store, I put myself all out there. I was honestly shaking at the end after I did my crazy video. So I have no problem sacrificing my personal respect for a fun video. Where? Okay, so bye, Steve Turtle. I think it's fun. I love the amount of time that you put into it. I love the fact that you got dressed. Oh, it's great. Jody did an amazing job playing her bit. I love it, especially the swatting and everything. Y'all, now the little mosquito that was crawling around, that was you, right? Because the color coding matched the hair and the shirt and everything. Yes, and then she enlarged you so you guys could have a chat. That was awesome. I don't know where you would really apply any kind of criticism or doing anything different on this one. I think Mr. Turtle has to mute himself. I did notice, though, it looked like you were in the closet at the Motel 6 when you shot that. Maybe just try to get the closet shelves out of the frame. But no, I mean, anybody that knows y'all's situation, that was a great use of y'all's time. Y'all got creative on the spot, and I loved it. So much fun. And you bring it up a lot, so you must be really proud of it. Even though you hang your head in shame, I know you're proud of it. You did great work, and you love it. You put yourself out there. So yeah, just get the closet shelves out of the frame next time. You'd be great. How about you?
Me? So how many times have we watched a video on the YouTubes looking for just information? Where you can look for information, you can look for entertainment, you can look for emotion. Those are reasons that people watch videos. And if you're looking for information, sometimes it's just bam, 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 boring, dry. You get the information and then you move on. I love that you delivered the information and made us giggle at the same time. It was a lighthearted way to share. And then you went on to share some great information about those blasted animals that are like here right now. So real, I know. I was doing this while the video was playing for sure. I think it's a really neat concept. And like Dave said, you put yourself out there. It's like, if I'm doing this, I'm going all out and I'm doing it. And you did. And you took the theme, you took the idea of, well, it's a female mosquito, I'm going to town with this. And then as people are saying in the chat, like Happy Place is saying, the female sounds like she's been smoking 3 packs a day for 70 years. I mean, but that is funny because you went, all right, I'm going to share this dry information. let me go ahead and take this to the extreme. Let's talk about what we can do with this female mosquito. And that's really cool. And I mean, you're chilling in a motel. For me, if I'm chilling in a motel, it is the last thing on my mind. Hey, let's see what video we can make. And you went, hey, we can do this video. That's really cool that you use your time, you use your resources to make that happen in that way. You guys know that I'm not a fan. It's not something I would search for, but because I know Donovan and I know he's a funny dude, I'm going to watch it and go, oh, that's kind of nutty. Oh, that's a tidbit of information I didn't know. I mean, that's cool. And it's, we were talking a second ago about what is your audience for the video. Are you looking for people to search and find this video, or are you entertaining the people you have? Well, clearly you're entertaining the people you have, and you're doing it. I mean, we're over here laughing because it's freaking hilarious and it's informational. It's really cool how you did that.
Steve, before you start, did Jill think you were watching some racy chick and you had to turn off the video and so you disappeared?
When the sexy mosquito came on, she unplugged everything. No, but I will tell you, Scott, my FMC MiFi overheats from time to time and does that. Oh, I didn't tell you that? I'm sorry.
Y'all, this dude just convinced me to get the MiFi from FMCA, and only after I've ordered it does he mention there might be a glitch.
It's in the MiFi. I just need to call them up and have it replaced. I'm sure it'll be not a problem, but just so you know, sorry, buddy. Oh, am I supposed to comment about the skeeters? I got a skeeter on my. No, I'm not supposed to sing, right? All right, hold on. I heard a dozen on my cousin. All right, here we go. I loved it. I love Donovan's videos. He's hilarious. I wish I'm going to plead a little bit. I wish he would continue with those videos because he's done quite a few, and I really find them fun. And I love fun videos. I love humor. I love hilarious. And I think he does a really good job with all of them. This one in particular, though, that was a sexy mosquito, right? And the first time I seen it with that thing hanging out its nose, I was a little thrown off. But what I wanted to say was the hook. I think, now, it's been a long time ago since he made this video, but and maybe we didn't know the things we know now when we made those earlier videos. But anyway, I think the hook could have been shorter. And when she said stay tuned, cut it off and show the sexy mosquito. And that's just me, because it's real quick, sexy mosquito, and then go straight to did you know, and start talking about the mosquito, just as part of the hook. And the red hair and the straw, like I said, was awesome. And and then the next thing you know, you're having a good time and you start to learn stuff, because it's like there's a serious part to this thing too. It's not just all comedy, which I thought was pretty cool. And there was and then that was it. And the live stream started and I stopped watching. But I did realize I had seen this several times before, but I never commented. So I commented, but I wasn't first. All right, that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave something for David to say.
Or I'll go. Yeah, you might need a bigger zapper. I don't even know if they make one that size. If they do, it's going to be the world's largest. Thanks so much, James. So for those of you who don't know, we had an RV accident, and we were stuck in a hotel room for 4 months because COVID just happened, and all of a sudden couldn't get parts, and nobody was shipping, and nobody was working. It was just perfect storm. So we decided to do our first scripted video from beginning to end. And I was just supposed to show like that, and then we're going to find normal ways to tell you about how to avoid mosquitoes. And then Jody goes, you know, we took so much time to dress you like that. We should interview you while we tell. I was like, hey, I did my moment. I'm done. Nope. Wife always wins. So there you go. So that's why we were doing this video in a room with a closet, and there's no room. That's a one room. I mean, we're lucky there's a door on the bathroom in that hotel. So anyway, I do not like having intros, and this reminded me of it. And it's one of the reasons why I picked this one over some of the other choices. I had about 5 to choose from. I thought it broke too much. Like Steve said, I wish we'd have just went right into it. So I'm all about either killing the intro or just do a quick 1 second or 1.5 second snippet of what your channel's called if you need to do that. But let's get right into it. I mean, I think it's better. It's better movie, right? It's a better movie. I hated using the same song twice, but I felt like I knew the voice was going to be disturbing. So if I could just keep the creepy moment a little bit longer to hit the voice, then I can fade that out and they'll be ready for it. Because if I just hit it, I didn't know if that was funnier or not. So that's the way I went with it. If I had to do it again, I might have just went right to the voice. But anyway, so thank you guys for all the things you said. It was really sweet, and you were getting me a little goofy. So the best way to move on with that is just to watch it again. Sorry, everybody.
Stay tuned for the best way to avoid mosquitoes. Did you know that mosquitoes are the deadliest animal in the world because of the diseases they can transmit? And only female mosquitoes bite. Ouch! Dirty girl.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna prove it tonight. Why you're so salty? I'll still take a bite.
Okay, you can take my Lambo.
Let's learn about the sordid mosquito. Hello, everybody. I've invited and enlarged a very special guest, Miss Lady Mosquito.
I'm gonna take you on a ride.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm famished.
I'll still take a bite.
Hey, James Catney said he needs a bigger zapper for a big mosquito. So maybe about that size. That look about right. Think that'll take care of a mosquito of that size.
Oh, maybe.
Is that a stun gun?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a stun gun.
I didn't even realize the whole voice thing, like the cigarettes, until Felix had mentioned that in the chat. I was like, oh, wow. Yep. That mosquito really sounds like it had some cigarettes. Lots of all of them today.
It took me 2 seconds to decide on the voice. I went, hi, I'm... Oh, that's not funny. Hi, I'm... And Jody snorted right then. I'm like, all right, we're going with that one. Oh,
It's like
thanks
the
for noticing
cashier
the
from the
colors
Dollar
of
Tree.
the cartoon, David. That was,
I could
I
pick
mean,
out
I
a few
love that you caught that because I didn't know if anybody would notice.
Yeah, the red and the blue, that stood out. That was really smart.
It was fun to do. That was my very first animation ever, by the way.
Well, just having it move around on the screen.
And to time it perfect. And I mean,
That was cool.
It
Yep.
took a while, especially when you're
Yeah.
just learning.
Yep. Jody did a great job with all of that.
Yeah, I like the way she controlled him while he was trying to get the mosquitoes away. Could you move over to the left? Oh, over to the right.
Oh,
Flap your arms more.
So when we finished making the video, I told Jody, I said, I just had the greatest ending ever, but I don't know how many people will catch it really well. And so I just said, I'm going to do everything you're not supposed to do. And she goes, and you'll be the video attractor or the mosquito attractor. And I go, that's right. And then she left me out there running around like a crazy person. There's people in the hotel all outside looking like, what is that guy doing out there? It was just, oh my God, so funny. But I mean, yeah, I can't even watch that scene when I come on there. I can't
You know, doing that in front of people and not knowing whether they are or are not watching you, for me, it was embarrassing at first. Now I don't care. I'm out falling all over the ground and getting up and talking to the camera, and I just do it.
Steve, there's a message for you from Felix.
Felix, I thought it was a sexy mosquito. And the music played up to it. It was great.
Yeah, that was a great music choice. I love, yeah.
Song stuck in my head. Video's not even playing anymore. I can still hear it.
You'll sleep tonight and hear it. Scary.
I will not hear that in my sleep. I will not dream of mosquitoes of that type in my sleep. No, that's what I would do, Nikki. Yes.
What did Nikki say?
I would avoid that mosquito. Oh, this is good. Looked like a huge hummingbird to me.
You know,
Yeah, I didn't fly very fast.
Going back to what Scott had said about, you know, making a video like this, that it's obviously nobody's really going to search for it. But there's a couple of factors. One is the fact that you guys practice doing something. Every time you set out to make a video, you're practicing. You're putting forth an effort. You're going to learn something from it that you'll apply to a future video that will be more successful. And there is always the chance that one of these videos like this can help you grow. When I did the mask videos at the grocery store, I didn't think they were going to be viral or anything, but William from Camper Life loved my second one so much, he shared it out on his community tab, and I think that's when we really started taking off. He really enjoyed my mask videos, and so he was pushing me because of that. So you just kind of never know how that's going to benefit you.
I loved your video so much, and I barely knew you yet. And I'm like, hey, do you want to be on my live show right away? I was like, this is too good. Everybody's got to see this.
Yeah, exactly. So you just don't know how it's not really searchable, but it helps, you know, what followers you do have are probably going to enjoy it. And like I said, it helps you practice whatever techniques you take away from that. I always think about race cars. So they've got, the Le Mans? These races where these race cars drive for hours and hours and hours. And you're like, you're never going to sell that car. No, but they apply new technologies to those cars, and then they learn from that and apply that to the cars they sell. So when we make these silly videos that we're having fun with, we're applying things that we are going to go take back to our more serious videos.
Yeah, this is an older video of Donovan's. I know it was 2020, Donovan. When was that?
Somewhere between January and April of 2019, right?
Oh, I thought
No,
it was 2020.
It was 2020.
2020, okay.
But like a year and a half ago. I mean,
yep.
And you look at the progression, and like Dave's saying, there's been a clear progression where you learn from these things. And however many hundreds of people watched it, they enjoyed it, they giggled, but you benefited more. You grew and you learned all those things. And, you know, like you guys are saying, you put the video out and you don't know what's going to happen with it. You don't know who's going to pick it up or who's going to enjoy it. I remember Phil and Stacy from, Yumi and the RV. The video that launched them was one that they had been more laid back and more themselves. And she almost didn't publish that video. She's like, I don't like it. This is not us. This is different. Let's don't put this out. And that's the one that got them started. You never know. Like y'all are saying, you just never know.
Whoops, wrong one.
I think that was aimed at me. Felix, when I made those mask videos, when I started them, I had less than 100 subscribers. So that's what I meant by what followers you do have. Like, even right now, the amount of followers that we do have, we still obviously want more. So that's kind of what I was implying, is we're always making videos hoping to attract more viewers. That's what I meant. Sorry, Felix.
And you see those thank you videos or those milestone videos, you don't attract new viewers with those. Those are directly to the people who have been supporting you. And Donovan is great at those. Like, hey, we've got this little community here, and this is for you. and you can buy into that and you go, oh, I love what Donovan and Jody do. And that's what it's for.
You guys up for a question?
12.
Was that a question?
No, yeah. You want
Well,
another
then you've
one?
already done your question. Nope. That was 2 questions right there.
Name one piece of advice.
And that's not a question. This is a sentence.
And you guys wonder why it's so hard for me to be nice to Scott.
That's what you
really.
get when you invite a teacher.
Is he absolutely correct? Yes. Do we have to live with this? No, we don't have to give him credit for this stuff. So name one. What do you want to say, Steve? I know. God. Name one piece of advice that changed the way you make content now from when you started. So since I saw the question, I'll give you guys a chance to think. When we first started, neither one of us, because we didn't know how work and all that would play out, we weren't in our videos. You didn't even hear us in our first videos. And as slowly we kept progressing on to get to more like the videos we liked watching. The thing that my favorite thing was to give myself one challenge and try to do something I didn't know how to do so I could learn as I go. And that was the biggest thing that helped me make videos in the future and got better at them, was try something I didn't even know how to do yet so I can learn a new technique. And I just made a new technique in every video. The green screen video is going to have a technique I've never done before, which will come out Friday. I knew you guys are waiting for that. God dang it. That will be released Friday night. Friday night. But that was my one thing. Do something different every time. David?
Driving to the campsite. Nobody cares. Nobody told me. Nobody told me other than, well, Tanya did. It was one of our early videos, and I was pretty proud of it and whatnot. And she went over to her dad's house and put it on. And then she was literally watching him. And she's like, okay. And she said it got to 8 seconds worth of driving. And then he was like looking at his phone playing again, not watching our video. And so then I started doing some thinking and some watching. And I'm like, the whole driving bits, driving down the highways, driving through the campground, stuff like that, for the most part, people don't care. People aren't looking for that.
Yeah, that's tough because that's such a big part of your trip. But Donovan said it perfectly a few weeks ago. We've all seen driving. We don't need to watch somebody else do it. That's a great point. For us,
Scott, you in your video today, you made part of that drive, the story, and your conversations in the car are what made that okay.
Correct.
So
And
you
even
found a
then,
way to make it work. But it wasn't
even
just,
then,
watch it go by.
yeah. And when you watch it go by, it's only for about this long, and it's unique scenery and unique points of view. And did you catch that in addition to the story and the music, there's audio of the wheels coming by or the engine coming by? I mean, it's all layered in there. Yeah. Sneaky tricks. We're just putting in sneaky tricks.
Love it.
One thing that I've really, has been a big change, a big shift in our videos was, for me, everything had to be, when we started, everything had to be me videoing something. You're not going to hear me talking behind the camera. You're not going to see me do some goof up. I might put bloopers in at the end. It was always the third element. I think that's the thing I keep trying to say. Third element. Now, I don't know. That's not it. But now you might see my feet, or you might see me drop my camera. And because those are the things that make you human, that make the people keep watching. And that was a big shift for us, was when we put the human element in, that's part of the story and part of connecting with people.
Well, Steve, while you think of yours,
Yeah,
I'll go ahead and
you guys started talking, and I forgot what I was going to say. So, okay, so
I'm being rated.
Jen Tracker is the one that said, act like you're talking to one person. And I've always remembered that. And Nikki, you do a great job of it. It makes us feel like we're right there with you.
I don't know if anybody's paying attention.
Hey guys.
It's
What do you
Jerry
think, Steve?
Holly
You got
from
one?
Backroads RVing and Sherry from Backroads Art Studio.
And you have like more people coming.
What? Oh, well, Kyle and Ryan have been on there.
Yeah, well,
Nice
Well,
to meet
Steve,
you.
do you have a? You
I
have,
literally have never met them in person before. So,
it's awesome.
hi.
Hi. And we come crashing our car into you.
Yes, their card is right behind me.
You know, this live is interrupting family time. Family.
well, if you
camping
guys will disappear, we'll disappear in
time.
3 minutes.
Dude, this is like the 7-hour live. We've been
It
over
feels
there.
like it.
We had dinner and breakfast. Still waiting for you.
The school teacher says, shh.
4 more minutes. The adults are
Hey.
talking. We need
Okay,
4 more
wait. Because of your school teacher, only you will get this, but I was on the 5-year plan in high school. I want you to ponder on that for a moment.
It's okay, brother. Steve was on the 5-year plan in kindergarten.
That's fair. Because back then, they actually did hold you back. You didn't get participation points back then.
Hey, Steve,
This has
do
been
you
a
have
very
the thing
eventful
for 2 minutes left? Do you want me
Start,
to repeat
don't
the question?
stop. Keep learning, don't stop. There you go.
That's what you did?
Nope. That's what
No,
I
that's what I'm
recommend
saying.
people do.
What did you change? What
Oh,
did
what
you
did
do?
I
What-
change?
to make you grow?
Oh, I
And how
haven't
you make
grown yet.
videos?
I haven't grown yet. You know, I've done a lot of things, and I'm not sure I've done all the right things. I am now almost at 3,000 subscribers, and I'm starting to reevaluate everything that I do, from my channel art to my thumbnails, everything. And because I don't feel like the growth that I've had is the growth that I desire, so I'm trying to do new things and try new things and back up and see, you know, what works better. Although it's not bad, but it's not where I want to be.
By the way, I just want you to know, you're the reason the mosquito video happened, Steve. Because you did a shower video.
Well,
and I was like, I know it was a whole joke and everything, but you actually taught people how to do something.
You know, I just
And
like to have fun.
I want to do that. I want to make people laugh while I educate them.
It's I don't know. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not, but I have fun doing it. So it's hard for me to not do that. So I got to figure out what's the part that I can do and not give up everything that I'm all about. You know?
Real quick, Steve, when's your live show?
Next Friday.
At?
Oh man, 8 o'clock next Friday. 8 o'clock. We're gonna do
Eastern time.
Yeah, game night.
Okay.
Game night. Yep.
Scott, do you have a live show? When is it?
You caught me off guard.
McGuires on Tires. We've got McGuire Monday every Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern. And coming soon is our monetization party in October. And coming soon, we're going to steal Steve's scavenger hunt. Oh, we're going to do it.
And David, before we go, how are you ever going to survive when we shut this off?
Man, this is great. I don't know what to say. It's such an eventful time right now. I'm flushed with excitement.
Okay, because I missed last week, everybody, I want you to know the next VIDLIFT will be on McGuires on Tires. That's next Tuesday. And what time is that, Scott?
That's going to be past my bedtime Eastern and 8 o'clock Central. Is that right? 8 Central, 9 Eastern.
That's right.
Yep.
Hey, everybody, thank you so much for being here. I hope you learned something. I know we learned from each other, and this is like the most fun that we probably have on YouTube. I got to tell you, this is a great time, and I hope we keep doing it. Please send your videos in at vidliftinfo at gmail.com. Please send your videos with your 1 minute link to your video and 1 minute segment that you'd like us to review, and we'll get it on here. And that's at least 4 views, multiple times played. So you're getting something for it. We love you all, and I hope you all Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.